one person in the chat. I'm sure there's more than that, but hello everyone. My name is Katy and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody is having a great weekend so far. It has been pouring down rain here all day long. So if you see me yawning lots again tonight like you saw last night, you can blame it on the weather because the rain makes me want to sleep. So anyway, as you can see, I have John here along with Teresa Louise. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put John on the spot for a minute. Uh-oh, maybe. Hold on. Where's my... Anyway, I'm going to put John on the spot. Hey, John, tell us about what you've been up to over the last, I don't know, it's been a hot minute since you and I've sewn together. Tell us what's been going on in your life and in your channel and whatever else you want to share.
All right. Thanks, Katy. It's been crazy. It has been first time this year, it seems like.
It is.
Been so much going on in that, but we have been working on trying to redesign just the design studio itself and trying to figure out what are next steps and what are some of the things that we want to work on as far as projects and getting those going. And then we started like last year with New Year's Eve retreat, and we have another quilting retreat coming up the end of this month. So just pulled in a lot of directions, and then still, as you know, what it's like to be working in trying to support a channel. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah, my summer's about to get busy soon, especially after we get back from Denmark, because we're going to Denmark the middle of June, and we come back the first weekend in July. So it's going to be interesting. Straight, like straight from being on vacation to right into working.
But that'll be a fun trip because you're going to look at machines while you're in Denmark, right?
Well, I'm going to look and we'll see if I can find something. As you know, I want a M8, but that's on the back burner until inflation goes down.
Oh my gosh,
because it's jumped like 20,000 Danish kroner. So, along with everything else. So, I don't know. We'll see if I find something moderate. If not, then I don't know what I'm going to do because my machine is going to turn 6 in January and it's not been serviced. So,
you're kidding.
No, I'm not. I don't have a way of getting it serviced, short of sticking it in a box and shipping it back to Denmark. And I don't have a backup sewing machine to do that with.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So you've only got the one machine to work off of?
Yeah, I have a Singer Talent, but that thing, no. No. And I was winding bobbins on it the other day and the bobbin winder stopped working. So there's that. So even if I could use it, I couldn't wind bobbins.
How easy is that?
Without bobbins, you can't sew.
It might make it hard for things to hold together if you don't.
Oh, yes, indeedy. So, Teresa, what you plan on working on today?
I wonder.
I mean, I can see it, but I was going to let you tell us what's going on.
Hello, everybody. My name's Teresa Louise. I Quilt Too is my channel. And I do lives on Sunday around 1 and 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I do quilting and art quilts and other crafts and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And today I'm going to work on my collage art quilt of my horse.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'm getting
it is, isn't it?
Closer to done, And then I can, like the main parts, and then I can start doing my touch up and all that stuff and figure out what background I'm going to have on it. And then when if I get a little tired of this, then I might go work on the scrappy stuff.
Okay.
Scrappiness.
Scrappiness is happiness.
That's right. Put those scraps together and make a quilt.
That's right. Amen to that one. Hey, so when you get ready to peel it off the parchment paper, is Brandy going to help you transport it to the background you're going to put it on? Or are you going to be able to pull that whole thing off without, I mean, by yourself?
I think I should be able to pull it off by myself.
Because it's pretty good
But
size. I was wondering.
uh, if I have any bit of problem, yeah, he could help me if I needed him to, but I'll
Okay.
probably lay it on the floor. You know, I have a lot of floor space,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I might just do that, lay it on the floor. And
Yeah. Because I was wondering how you were going to do it without it coming, I'm totally, I'm amazed. I want
it
to do
should
one.
it should not come apart.
Well, I don't
You
think
know,
it was.
if I overlapped everything right, then I shouldn't have any problems with peeling the
Yeah,
whole thing off of the parchment paper. So
it's truly amazing. Truly
thank,
amazing.
thank you.
So let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Hello, hello, welcome everybody. We got Janet. She was in here first today. It's good to see you, Janet. And Janet was one of the, I think she was one of the card winners, gift card winners. Yeah, I think she was. Anyway, so anyhow, we've got Jean. Welcome, welcome. Geraldine's here. It's good to see you too. How you been doing, Geraldine? And she says, the horse, of course.
The horse, of course, that's right.
The horse, of course, was Mr. Ed. So remember that song? The famous Mr. Ed?
Yep.
The talking horse. Okay. All right. What I plan on working on is we're going to continue working on Katy's Creative Chaos. I got 4 of those big blocks made last night. So that means I have 10 more to go. Something like that. So I have done some math here to see how many more of these hourglass blocks I need. And yeah, we got to make some more. But what I'm going to do here is go ahead and sew this one together. And then I will start making some more hourglass blocks because I knew I was going to run out. I mean, I really concentrated on getting all these 9 patch blocks made. And yeah. So let's go ahead and sew this together. I've already got the sashing on everywhere that it needs to be, as you can see, and I'll sew this to this, and then we'll put this one on this one. Well, I'll go ahead and do that now for this part, and then we'll sew the whole piece together, and we'll have another block done. And I feel like I have enough blocks now to do 4 rows for the quilt. But I need to cut. I'm trying to decide if I want to sew together 2 long strips or 2 long sashing, because there's going to be sashing going in between each row, or if I want to sew these blocks 2 at a time together and put the sashing on and then join it like that. I can't decide which would be more better to do it that way. I don't know, because this is going to be a long quilt, or big quilt, that is. So how's everybody doing in the channel? Hey, Katy, welcome, welcome. Hi, Lorraine, it's good to see you also. Y'all let us know how you're, what you're up to and all that kind of stuff. What are you working on this weekend? Yeah, what is your projects for the weekend? So John, I saw that y'all were talking about buying some property or something.
We're looking to move, because we hope to retire in the next few years. And when we do, I think I really want to get out of the big city and get out of the hustle and bustle. And we're looking to move down probably to southern Arizona, where the weather is cooler in the summertime. It's still hot, but not 118 hot. And getting a little bit more rural, so we can have some land and some openness, and not have opinions. We can do what we want in our house and around our house, and I don't have to worry about people giving me feedback on, did you trim your lemon tree? Did you pick your lemons? Did you do, it's like
Are
whatever.
you in an HOA?
I'm not. This community is, I bought this house specifically because it's not in an HOA, but it's still, you still got neighbors right next to you and all that. And what I have found living in a retirement community is
Oh,
since they don't work anymore, they don't have anyone to boss around or give feedback to. So they feel very free that they need to give their neighbors feedback.
Right.
um, that is very sad.
And sometimes they
Yep.
don't like the feedback I give them, but that's okay.
They have nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, listen, girlfriend, I've been in quilting trying to get stuff done. Like I'm productive.
People have people have become so entitled to say whatever they want these days.
Yeah, I have learned that here because apparently if you're over 70, stop signs are optional. So if you come to a four-way stop here, you need to be really cautious because once you reach 70, you don't have to pay attention to like the rules of the road. They don't apply to
Oh no. Oh my gosh. That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah,
you.
that's enough.
Didn't realize that. I got something to look forward to, but
Woohoo.
it's so crazy.
I can't even imagine. Janet says your items to oh they went through Iceland. She says your items departed at transfer airport in Iceland on May the 9th. The item is currently in transit to the destination. Hey, I'll check and see if it's showing up on Deuces yet after the live tonight. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Lynn. Welcome, welcome. Her husband has made me, where's my, so in case you're wondering what we're talking about, y'all see this in the camera? This is a seam ripper that her husband made.
Oh, wow.
And I am getting a crochet hook style like this too, so that I can test and see if I like the feel of the crochet hook like this, because I am loving the weight of this. It has some weight to it, so when you're ripping out seams and you're not like having to, and it's a little bit bigger around. I just love the way it just feels in my hand. So I'm going to test out uh, um, crochet hooks out of one of these.
No, I think that would be cool.
I think it's going to be fun. And I really appreciate her sending her husband making it for me and her sending it to me.
It's funny you say that because I use what's called Seam Fix 2, which is this one. And I like it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. So, but it does have a bigger barrel in that.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, but it's still plastic in that. And I bet that one has a nice weight to it because this one feels, it's a commercial, right? So it feels real lightweight or something. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like it has the heft that I need. So I bet
This one's like, yeah, when you hold it in your hand, you can feel the weight on it as versus the ones that are made of plastic or bamboo. I like bamboo too. I have bamboo crochet hooks, but they're really light. So I'm excited to see how it's going to feel to have one like this with crochet hooks in it.
Mhm.
Y'all don't forget to do the poll as well, because I gave y'all a new word. It's an interesting one. So I don't think I've ever asked you before, but your partner, what does he do? I mean,
He is a mechanical engineer. So he works in
oh,
a machine shop and builds parts and that kind of stuff. And so
Oh, cool.
that has to
fortunate.
that has to keep him busy.
It does. And then at home, see, he runs my long arm. So he does all the long arming. And then
Oh,
he has
well,
3D printers that he runs, and then he has the laser cutter, laser engraver. One of the things I'm trying to get him, we haven't tried yet, but we've talked about it, is you know, some of the applique and some of the stuff that I want to do, he can actually take that drawing, convert it, and then cut the pieces out on the laser cutter for me.
wow.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Uh, But
Mhm.
according to him, I have too many ideas for him.
Right. My husband says the same thing. In
Just
fact,
only,
I told him today, he took his fly rod, and
Mhm.
I was looking at all his flies, and I'm like, honey, you should start making more flies again, because he used to do that years ago. And he goes, "Oh yeah, right, yeah, that's I need." And I said, "I would love it if you would teach me how to do it." And I would like to learn how to do that.
Yeah, because isn't that an art all by itself?
Yeah, and I told him, I said, we could sell them down at the store here, and it is fishing season. I think it would be a good, you know,
Yeah, it'd be a little income to take in during
right.
fishing season. Yeah,
So,
because I thought that was a type of an art itself.
yes, it is. But I don't think I talked him into it. So,
Didn't convince him, huh?
no, I was thinking, that this area that I set up for my painting and all that stuff, that would be a really good spot for him to come up here and tie flies.
Yep.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
But that's the thing. I do enjoy living out here because there's so many clubs and activities, but we do have for Arizona, we do have a decent amount of quilt shows, craft shows, because compared to the East Coast, it seemed we used to do craft fairs and we could go within a couple of states and they had craft fairs every weekend. It's not prevalent here. But just like Katie showing that seam ripper, I like home, handmade, unique things. I like to be able to say, no, I got that from so and so, not that I bought it from the big mega market or, that it was
Right.
from China.
Handmade stuff is a wonderful thing.
Mhm.
Yes, I was just going to agree. It does feel more special to have something homemade, you know.
Hey, Andrea. I sent you some pictures, Andrea. And hey there, let's see if I can say this right. It looks like Therian, or is it Therian? Or maybe it's Terrian. Maybe that H is silent. Welcome to the channels. First time I've seen you. So what is everybody working on? I know I asked that. I don't think anybody answered.
Teresa's working
Oh,
on the line. I'm working on building out it's a 5x5 made charm pack tote bag.
Oh,
On this because I get to see my daughter at the beach in about a month. And I asked her last night, I said, by the way, I'm making this really cute summer tote bag, but I don't remember, like, I know you've got the Christmas one, blah, blah, blah. Do you really need another one? She laughed. She goes, I absolutely love tote bags. So yes, I always need tote bags.
especially if it comes from Daddy.
Good to know. Note it. So
It's more special when Daddy makes it.
does. Well, and I try to give all my kids handmade gifts, because I don't have much from like my mother sewed, but she did pantsuits and that. Like she did arts and crafts, but most of what she's done is just not around anymore. And my grandmother's didn't really do any, so it's like there's nothing being passed down. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I think there's a real legacy to be able to say, your grandfather made that, 40 years ago, and
Yeah, I have my a quilt that my grandmother made that's over 150 years old, but it's dying. It's falling apart now, turning to dust.
hmm,
But interesting thing is my mom made our clothes and stuff when we were little girls until we became teenagers anyway. And she never made any quilts or anything. No
no.
crafts, no nothing. But she had that same love of being outside with her hands in the dirt until she moved to Lake City. And even in Lake City, when she moved to Lake City, she went and bought big, huge flower pots and grew a garden. She did have a garden in the backyard until my dad decided he wanted to build a big, big, huge shed out in the backyard and took up the space she was using to make a garden. And so she started gardening out of pots to grow. She'd have a few plots of mustard greens and okra and, different things she would grow. And maybe that's why she never messed around with making any quilts or anything. Plus, raising 4 kids is a lot of work. But when we lived down in South Florida before they moved us to Lake City, we had calves and pigs and chickens, and mom had this humongous garden. I mean, her gardens were always amazing. That was one of the things it was always as soon as everything started mass producing, us girls were shelling peas and helping her pick the okra and shucking corn, because she would freeze everything.
So, Katie, how much growing season do you get over there?
About 3 months worth.
Okay.
It's increasing. We're not having freezes is not coming in until like so October, November, December should have already had hard freezes.
Hmm.
But the last 5 years now, it's been staying above. This past fall, October, November, December, and almost all of January stayed around 45 degrees,
Oh, wow.
which is, I don't eat orca. Hi, Joanna. Who's talking about eating orcas?
Okra, the
Oh,
vegetable okra.
I
So,
love okra.
I
My
do
mom
too.
would be yelling at me because I'd be eating them off the plant.
Well, I
Stop
only know
eating
how to.
my okra. I'm not going to have any to cook or freeze.
I
And
only
we'd
know.
sit there shelling peas and eating the peas out of the pods. I would still eat okra raw because I just love it. But I also love fried okra,
Yeah, I do
the
too.
way my mom made it.
You like okra, John?
I do. My mother made it in an iron skillet with cornmeal and Crisco.
Yeah, sounds like mine. Little thin layer of it, of cooking. She went from Crisco to oil at some point. I don't remember when.
Well, now the stores here, it's a little bitty can of Crisco. I was like, well, we used to buy it by the tubs back in the day.
Yeah. Giovanna says, yes, peas I love.
I'll eat most any vegetable except I don't like Brussels sprouts. I'll eat cabbage, but I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I don't eat squash. Nope, not any form of it.
I don't really care for okra, but I like most of all the other stuff, except for chickpeas. I don't.
Yeah, I never understood chickpeas.
Yeah, me neither.
I it's weird. My mom never served chickpeas, but I remember when I was younger, she would cook hominy every now and then, and I don't know which is worse, eating okra. I mean, eating squash or eating hominy. Hominy would just make me gag. It's gross. The idea of even having that on my plate would be. But I like grits, and hominies where grits come from, you know?
Mhm. I like hominy. I like hominy and grits.
Yeah. But I like grits. Grits is different. Giovanna says she eats chickpeas. Ah, Felicia says, I don't like okra or squash. Yeah, you can keep your squash. Eggplant's another one I don't eat. No thanks.
We used to, growing up, I worked for Claudia Sanders, which was Colonel Sanders' wife. And at the dinner house, they had what was called mock oyster dressing, and it was made with eggplant.
Ew.
Yeah.
That don't even sound yummy.
Oh, it was. It was really good. Now I want some. I haven't made that in 20 years.
So you have that southern blood in you.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in Kentucky.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, I didn't even have okra until Brandon's mom, who grew up in Tennessee,
Yep.
and she made, was it gumbo, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was okay. I didn't mind that, but
And you
and I actually like pickled okra,
yep.
but just raw okra, no, not so much.
I like to put okra in my gumbo because it thickens the sauce or thickens the soup, whatever. And you really don't notice the taste of it so much. I need to make
Yeah.
some shrimp and chicken gumbo this summer because Nikolai loves it.
Another thing she would make, when we would bring her catfish, she loved that, you know.
Yeah.
We'd bring her catfish, and then she would make hush puppies.
Yep.
And I've never had heard of that before, you know. And yeah, those are delicious.
Was
Yes,
her hush puppies fluffy ones or the heavy ones?
Kind of fluffy, maybe
Yeah, my
medium.
mom made them fluffy. Have you ever eaten corn dodgers? They're like a
Uh,
hush puppy, but you got corn that you put corn in the batter, and you
oh no, I haven't.
it is it's like a corn dog. Yeah, hush puppies is one thing, but when you have corn dodgers, they're so light and fluffy, you could just it's a delicacy, and oh my god, you would just eat tons of them because they're so yummy.
Yeah, she would make a couple of different flavors. Like one would be really hot, and it would have onion and jalapeno in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she made another one that she called was for the dogs.
Yep.
It was pretty much just cornmeal, you know, and
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing in it.
Yep.
But those were good too, you know.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Dre. Good to see you in the channel. Dre says hated Brussels sprouts till I tried them quartered and then sauteed in olive oil with garlic. Oh, that sounds interesting.
a lot of people like them in the air fryer.
And then Andrea says the only thing I refuse to eat is watermelon. I used to like watermelon, not so much now. I'll eat it, but it's not a pleasurable. I don't find any pleasure eating it. Put it that way. Did Andrea?
I don't like getting sticky, but I do like watermelon. But
Oh no, Janet is in bedridden. She says my MS has flared up and I can't get up right now. These last 9 days I've been in bed, but I'm doing okay, and each day is a new day with new hope. I hope we'll have you in our prayers, and I hope you can get up and moving around quickly. And Andrea says she's working on trying to wake up. She did not sleep last night, but she's been sleeping all day. Go figure. Yeah, I was wondering if you got my email with the pictures. And Giovanna says she eats most foods. You have to come over here to Greenland and eat some Greenland native food. Oh, I caught a point on here. I'm not taking it out though. All right.
Katie, when's your trip to Denmark?
Huh?
When's your trip to Denmark?
We leave here on the 21st of June.
Oh, that's when I'll be at the beach. How funny.
Yep. Nikolai gets off the boat on the 17th and he arrives here on the 18th. And then we fly on Saturday. I think it's Saturday or Sunday, whichever day the 21st lands on. And we'll spend one night in Copenhagen, and then we'll be driving to Fano from there.
How long a flight is it for you all?
If when we were flying like from Narsarsuaq to there, it was 4 hours, but Nikolai says it's 6 hours when it's going from Nuuk to there.
Oh, is it?
So,
Okay.
yeah. So if it's 6 hours, it's going to be interesting to see how Nora reacts to having to stay in a crate that long. Because it'll be first time she's had to do that. No, that's not the first. That's not true. She flew on the flight when I went and got her in Denmark, but she was a puppy back then. Now she's 7 years old, so I don't even know that she'll remember flying. Because we're taking her with us because we don't have a dog sitter. Hanifa is in Denmark getting education.
So does Nikolai have family there still? Or
Yes,
did he ever have family?
his biological dad is in Sickleborg, so Sickleborg is on our part of our itinerary. We'll spend a couple days in Sickleborg, so we plan on seeing him. And I think I'm going to get to meet. He has two half sisters, and I don't know if we're meeting both of them, but we're definitely supposed to meet one of them.
That'd be fun.
So he's already met one of them. He's just not met the other one. Yeah, because but we're not going to go see his biological sister. She's further north up on Jutland. So, and I think Nikolai's she's still stuck in the past right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think Nikolai's a little bit not wanting to be in the middle of all that. She lost her son on Christmas Day. She has 5 sons and 1 daughter.
Oh my
And
God.
the 2 younger ones are twins. And one of the twins was out on his scooter and he was going through an intersection at a light, and somebody come flying through there and hit him.
Oh way.
Yeah.
Awful.
And she's just, and I think it's been 3 years now or either 4. And she's still not got her stuff together. She goes to his grave every day. And I know it hurts for a mom to lose it. No mom should have to bury their own kid. He was 19, I think. Either 18 or 19, one of the two. Her boys, oh my gosh, the first time I met all those kids, we sat down to eat, and she put uh salads, salad, bowls of salad along with bread and sandwich meat and things like that. Those boys were the best. Well, most of all of even the daughter, they were so well mannered. And no, you didn't hear anyone going, and we're eating rabbit food, nothing like that. They sat down and they ate, and it was just a lot of fun being with them because they just was so well mannered. And I don't know how she could control 5 boys herself, but she did because boys are a handful. Yeah, it is, Giovanna. What is a traditional food here? Well, let me see. Reindeer, muskox, salmon, cod, redfish, whale meat, seal. Now, I will not eat a seal. No, thank you. Nope, 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 nope.
Oh, Sarah says Happy Mother's Day weekend. Yes, Happy Mother's Day, ladies. I forgot
That's
all
right.
that.
That's tomorrow.
Yes.
My mom, I don't have any living parents, so I won't be sending any Mother's Day cards anywhere. Giovanna says, only slimy food. Nope. Oh, interesting. How many quilts have you made so far this year, John?
I have about 7 actually done, and
Wow.
then still working on have many more in process. You know how that goes?
Yeah, didn't you buy a new sewing machine?
Well, of course I did. My latest one is the new Burnett B79, which is the Harry Potter edition. So we call that Hagrid.
Oh, so you name your machines.
Absolutely.
My machine already has a name. It's a Janome.
You know me.
I don't name it. I only name animals. That's it. And kids.
Yeah, mine is called Brother.
Yeah, exactly. We don't. It's strange. First time I saw someone name their car, I'm like, you gave your inanimate object a name? It already had a name. They're like, of course I did. There was a joke about my car because I had a Pontiac GTO, and a lot of people would call it the goat. Apparently, that was something that they were called back then.
Oh, no kidding.
Because my first car was a '67 Pontiac GTO, and it was one. I stayed in so much trouble with that car. Always getting speeding tickets, or get caught squealing tires at stoplights.
Oh, I bet. All right. I keep playing with the cameras because I was trying to get over. I gotta go over and iron, so I'll be right back.
Okay, okay. Hi, Rita. How are you doing? She says,
Hello,
I've been
Rita.
just sitting and listening. Andrea, if the pictures are not good enough, I can always make some new ones outside the next time we have sunshine. Right now it's been raining for 2 days. My car is Dolly, but my machine is a Bernina 1010, says Giovanna. I named cars, but only named one sewing machine my featherweight.
The only machine I haven't named is my serger, but all
How
my
many machines do you have, John?
I have 11 sewing machines and 2 long arms.
Oh my goodness.
2 long arms?
Yeah, I have a 16. I have the Sweet 16 sit down long arm, and then I have the Unique 21 computerized long arm.
Wow.
Nice. I would like to have a sit down long arm.
I really like it. When I bought the other one, everybody goes, "Well, you need to sell that one." And I said, "Why?" They were like, "Well, you don't need both." And I thought, "Yeah, I do, because
Yeah, you do. What are you
table and
talking
other
about?
stuff, I can do it real quick. I mean, by the time, small projects, by the time you load them on the, it's not worth all that effort.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you on that. If I had started out with a sit down and then I got a regular long arm, I definitely would have kept both. I mean, why not? If you can do it, do it.
You pay for it, I mean, it's not like I'm making multiple, it's like, no, I save up, I buy what I want, and
Right. Do
The
you
box.
quilt for other people?
I do not, because
Mm.
since my partner took over doing the long arming for John, he's made it very clear that he has no problem supporting and helping me, but he has no interest in farming himself out.
Okay.
Hey, John, do you have a way to turn up the volume on your mic?
Yeah, I mean, look. It may be that I'm on the other side of the room right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, there you go. It's
That
okay.
sounds better. Yeah, because I was having trouble hearing you.
All right. Sorry. I'm almost done ironing. I'll be back.
Okay.
Well, here, but for some reason it's not finding this key. Katie, you don't have a long arm yet, do you?
No. That's why I want an M8 so that I can do bigger, it's got bigger throat space than my 6700P does. But the only reason I haven't thought about buying a long arm is because there's no one here that can put it together for me, because I know absolutely nothing about setting one up. And then if it needs servicing, that would never happen. There's just no one here to do that kind of thing. They have someone that services the tanneries machines, but those machines that they service are industrial brother sewing machines and overlock machines. And so I don't know that they, as far as I know, they don't service machines like what I sew on. And I'm not even sure if it's someone that comes from Nuke or somewhere to do it, or how they go about getting those machines serviced. Because I live in a small town.
So do you send your stuff out to be quilted?
Actually, I haven't sent anything out, but when I go to Denmark, I'm taking 4 quilt tops with me to have quilted. The quilt you see on the back wall that's quilted, well, it's partially covered up at the moment. My Stronger Together one, that one was quilted the last time I was in the States. So the last time I was in the States, I took a PMQ. No, that was the time before that. So this past go around, it was a Stronger Together, and then I was being commissioned to make a quilt, and that was for a queen size bed, and Christina quilted that for me. And then I brought it back home, put the bunting on it, and it went bye-bye after that. That's the picture you see with the quilt wrapped around me. That was the quilt that I sold.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. There was a little drama involved in that one. But anyway, yeah, now that I've quilted, maybe I think 3 quilts myself, but they're smaller ones. But the ones I want to have long armed are big, and I'm trying to get to this Katie's Creative Chaos finish because it's going to be a queen size quilt. and I want to have it quilted. I'm trying to get this finished up. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do for the backing because I have, let's see, what I'm going to take with me, John, is a PMQ to have quilted, and one of my older PMQs because the top's been finished for a long time. And then I'm taking a mystery quilt that I participated in, which is another big one. And this one, Katy's, and then I might take a fourth one because she told me since she's gonna do 3 or more, she was gonna give me a discount, and I was already getting she's doing it at a good price already.
No, but that's super sweet. I mean, because yeah, long arming is not easy. I mean, it's physical on you. Some of these little ladies that I see that long arm, I'm like, you're better than I. You know, like you gotta have some muscle and heft to work and load these quilts.
Yeah, these will be edge to edge. The ones I'm taking. I've got 2 quilt tops that I want to have specially quilted. And Sherry's going to quilt those when I make it back to the States. She's going to what is it called?
Custom quilt.
Yeah, she's going to custom quilt them. So one of them's my sugary do. And then the other one that she's going to custom quilt is the one that I did a quilt testing for Andrea of Mama J Patterns. I'm going to have her custom quilt that one.
I used to long arm for people, and it can be a pain.
Because people are picky or because of something else?
Both.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm not picky. I just want it to look good.
I do have customers that are not picky, you know, and that I have quilted for a long time. And she usually brings me quilts in the summertime, a couple every year, and then I quilt them up for her. But she's not picky at all. She's like, lets me do my own thing. And, you know, and she tells me if she wants it just edge to edge or if she wants me to do a custom job on it. But, those are the kind of customers I like. You know, looks good.
Got
Katy.
another one done.
Yeah, looks good.
It does.
Rita says, I think I've been torturing myself with making these 26-inch blocks. And then there are 16 of them. Oh, this quilt is heavy. 4 more to attach and then bind it. 2 weeks to do a quilt seems like a way too long. I don't even know how you make one in 2 weeks. I don't have time. And Giovanna says, okay, I will be lurking for a bit. And Felicia says, your horse is coming along beautifully, Teresa. And Patricia, hey there. She says, that horse is looking beautiful, Teresa. Let me make sure I didn't miss someone else's comment. And Patricia, thank you for joining the channel membership. First level. Thank you. Let me see here. And Giovanna says, I am with you. I never give away my machines. And then Rita says, instead of having a long arm, I figured best I have wait. I figured best of having a short arm. Excuse me. And use my domestic machine. Uh-oh, here we go. I was waiting for this to start.
Bless you.
Thank you. Where's my Kleenexes? Hang on a second. I gotta do something. Sorry about that, guys.
Have you ever tried Flonase?
Nope, they don't sell nose sprays over the counter. Does that keep allergies in check?
Yeah. I'm
I'm already on an allergy medicine, and I even take it twice a day instead of once a day, and it's just whatever's going on with my sinuses is not cool. And Felicia says they are looking good, Katie. Thank you. Normally it only takes me a few days to make. Yeah, Rita's Miss Speedy Gonzalez like Tiffany.
Oh, I'm sorry. I figured out what was wrong with my microphone. I had the wrong microphone selected.
Oh, okay.
We're just glad Katie's well. We had that spell with Katie that we began to wonder.
Huh? Say that again? John? Hello? I don't think he can hear us now.
Yeah, he changed it. Now I don't think he can hear.
Yep. Rita says, Katie, I wish that I could send you stuff like Flonase. I have tons of containers and cannot use it. Oh, interesting. Yep. When you gotta blow, you gotta blow, he says. Andrea. Hey, John, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What was it you said a minute ago?
I had the wrong mic selected. I forgot. I'm in Zoom. I'm not used to being in Zoom, and I had let it default to my microphone. That's been the problem.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me go back and see if we can.
I don't want to switch to one of the other platforms out there, like Streamlabs or whatever, because StreamYards is $50 a month.
Oh, it's ridiculous. That's why I left. I
And
had
I can't do that in my budget. And because I'm constantly going live, I have to use something that I can afford that allows for that.
Yeah, I had started with StreamYards because that's what Sean had suggested. But then if you want to do multiple cameras, you got to buy another software. It's like it got really complicated and very expensive. And I thought, you know what? Ecamm, which is an Apple support, is much more reasonable, and everything I own is Apple. So it just made sense for us. But
See, I like the simplicity of Zoom because there's none of that extra stuff that you see on StreamYards and Streamlabs and everything else where it has all of these extra things that distract you, things moving across the screen
yep.
and shrinkage of the person you're looking at. I mean, that's all distracting during a live. And I really enjoy the simplicity of Zoom because it's simplest. There are times when I wish you would do other things, but I like the simplicity of it, and it's affordable. It's just $16 a month.
Well, and I do think folks that aren't YouTube creators don't realize, we're not getting rich. We're not making
No, we're not.
it's we had to buy our own cameras, our own microphone. It's not just that we have to buy fabric and projects and all that. It's like all of the setup, and it takes a lot. I mean,
so the two things I currently own and sometimes even that's hard for me. I pay for Zoom and I pay for Canvas. And Canvas $15 a month.
Yep.
Those are my two things I subscribe to. But I wish I could find a video editing software where I could just buy it straight out, because let's pay by the month crap, I really don't like it because they're getting rich off of all of us.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, see, I use iMovie.
By charging by the month or by the year, they're making tons of money off of us. Okay, I need to figure out how many more hourglasses I need. Time for a piece of paper.
Now
Okay.
John, now your camera's doing something weird every now and then it starts flickering.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
flickering.
yeah, I see it now. I wonder what's going on with that. Lord have mercy. Who's
Maybe I just go back to the other microphone.
back? I tell you what, technology just drives me nuts.
I know, right?
Okay, so right now I have 17. And I have 10 more blocks to do, which needs 7. So that means 70. So take 17 from 70. I need,
Teresa, where are you located?
I'm in Idaho,
Oh, nice.
north central Idaho.
That's one state, that's one of the few states I don't think I've ever been to.
I would love to see Idaho because it looks beautiful.
I'm kind of like in the Rocky Mountain type,
Oh, I bet that is pretty.
and it's really pretty. A lot of pine trees, and you know,
Mandala
I
River.
have elk that come in my yard, and in fact, they were here this morning, eating away at the grass, and
They're huge.
yeah, white-tailed deer.
Yeah, it's interesting where our park home was up in northern Arizona that we just sowed. They have elk. Well, I've never seen an elk. To me, an elk is just an overgrown deer, right? No, they have one.
No,
There's this huge intersection in town when you go up in that part of Arizona, and these elk just walk out and just stand in the middle of this like, 6-lane road. And the
no,
first time I saw one, I was like, oh my God, like, I mean, these things are huge. I had no idea how big an elk was.
yeah,
Yeah, elk is, I think, closely related to reindeer. Their
yeah,
racks are huge.
yeah.
Yes.
First time I
They get
saw a
pretty
rack, I'm
big.
like, wow.
They're gorgeous. I mean, just
Yep.
so distinguished, refined. I mean, like, you got to respect them when you see them, right? But
Right. And it's kind of funny. You say they're big, but if you saw a moose, a full-grown moose, compared to an elk, a moose is humongous.
oh, you're kidding.
I heard
No,
their feet are big, big like elephant feet or something.
well, they're not that big, but yeah, they do have big feet because they're in the water a lot. They, they like marsh, marshy areas.
That's interesting.
Hmm. But yeah, they're very aggressive.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so whatever you do,
Don't antagonize them.
yeah, I've seen stupid videos where people, oh, there's a moose, and they try to get up close with the camera.
Uh-huh.
No, do not do that.
Yeah.
They will charge you. They're worse than an elk, especially if they have young.
Yep.
So, Teresa, is your all's winter about over?
Um, we still have snow up in the mountains, but nothing in the yard.
Okay.
And I think we're done with snow. But it's hard to say. We've had snow in June.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, it doesn't last very long, but it has snowed in June and May. So hopefully it's over. It
Hey,
was pretty,
Raymond.
it was pretty mellow this winter. We didn't have much like we
Yeah, the
usually
winter.
do.
Yeah, our winter was nothing to speak of either. I hate to see what the condition of the ice cap's going to look like this go around.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to fire season.
They had a fire in Nanavalik and they had to bring in helicopters and everything else
Mm.
to get it under control so it didn't cover miles or yeah, acres and acres of it. Because there's wildlife down there that feed off all that stuff. And I don't think it was too close to the town itself though. But they got it put out, and I think I'm kind of wondering how it got started. Probably somebody camping. But they got it out within like 3 days. It was out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because there's a forest down there actually, that I hope to get to see. And then maybe this summer I'll get to see it. I hope. It was planted in 1959, and some of those trees are 9 meters tall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I really want to go walking through it and take, video it and everything, document it. Rita says, moose become aggressive when they feel threatened, such as if they have little ones and someone comes up onto their territory. Don't think I'd want to be trampled by one of them.
No, they feel threatened all the time. So as soon as they see you, they're threatened. Believe me.
There's very little species these days left for indigenous animals. So I can see why they would be aggressive.
Oh, they got lots of space here. Lots of space.
So do you ever see moose in your area at all, or is it further north?
No, there actually used to be a lot of moose in this area. I've seen a few, and they kind of declined after they introduced the wolves back in.
Oh, so the wolves are managing them.
Unfortunately, yes.
Teresa, did you grow up in Idaho?
I grew up in Boise, Idaho,
Okay.
pretty much, and a little bit of Oregon. My dad was a contractor, and we actually traveled a lot. So
Okay.
I used to say we were like gypsies, Oh, there's a good job up there. It's supposed to last, 3 years. Let's move.
Sound like my childhood. My dad was moving us every 2 years after he got out of the Navy.
Yeah.
Made the long trek from San Diego to South Florida, and then stayed in one place in Orlando, and then moved to a different place, and then to Chuliota, and then to Christmas, Florida, and then to Stark, and then to Lake City. Finally, they put their roots down when they moved to Lake City. But he was a heavy equipment operator.
Yeah, after my dad retired, then they settled down in
Yeah.
one place. They lived there for a long time till they both passed away. So.
See here. My brother was moose hunting one time and had not seen a moose all day. He was about to go home, and all of a sudden one had snuck up on him from behind and was breathing down his neck. Ooh, that sounds scary. And then Raven says, I've never seen a moose. They're extremely rare here, but not unheard of. We do have some elk that make their way over here out of their herds area. Oh, I've never seen moose in person either. And Denise says, I have no desire to meet either a moose or an elk or reindeer. But if you ever watch TV shows like Wild Kingdom, National Geographic, you know these animal size habits. Reindeer are really cool. The reindeer that's here in Greenland, you have the only way you're going to see them is go out in the middle of nowhere by boat. We had dropped our anchor in a part of a short field, one of like it's kind of like a tributary, kind of like it's forked off from the main fjord. And so he had dropped anchor, and we were sitting there eating and talking, and I looked up and I'm like, is that a reindeer staring at us? And Torben saw it, he's like, yes it is. And next thing you know, of course, he got his rifle out and decided he was going to hunt that deer, and he got that deer. But that deer stood there the longest time just looking at us. He was a big one too.
They're not afraid of people?
No, they're not afraid of people because they're not overhunted here.
Yeah, the elk we have that come in our yard, they're not afraid of people either. But the white-tailed deer, they are extremely skittish.
Yes, they are. They're skittish even in Florida. No, they just stand there and look at you. But it could be because they're far away from any human civilization here. Because I asked Torben how come we don't see reindeer closer here, and he said that because food is so plentiful where they're at, they don't, none's ever been seen this close. Polar bears is the one we see this close, and only because they end up stuck on ice and end up here. This last summer, there was, I think, only one polar bear, I think, stuck on ice. So that was a good thing. Instead of a bunch of them like the year 2024 when I went to QuiltCon and missed out on all the fun.
Yeah.
Because there was lots of polar bears down here that year. 12 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is not good.
No.
Katy, you coming back to QuiltCon anytime soon?
Huh?
Are you coming back to QuiltCon anytime soon?
It depends on what goes on between, unless you're not aware.
With America?
Yeah, stuff going on between us and them. Depends. I didn't come this year because of it. My husband clipped my wings. He says, you're not going anywhere as long as this stuff is going on. That's why we're going to do a vacation in Denmark. But I want to see my grandkids. But we'll see. Maybe things will settle down by next year and I can go. But
there is always
2 or 3 days. It looks like things have escalated again. So. But
2028 is going to be in Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go to Phoenix. I saw the price of a hotel in Phoenix and I cannot afford that.
Hi, Mona.
When I went to Raleigh, if you stayed at the convention center, those hotel rooms were like $300 a night. That's not within my budget. But what I did do is I got up with a couple other people and we did an Airbnb, and it was even cheaper than me staying at a cheap hotel. So the Airbnb was great to stay at. And if I do the Atlanta, if I get to come for the Atlanta one, I'll just do it. My son's just on the outside of Atlanta, but his little 500 square foot apartment is not big enough. So I probably will get an Airbnb or either go stay at Christina's house, one of the two. I'll probably end up at Christina's house more than likely because she just built, well, she already had a big house, but she went and built a big one this go because she moved her mama down from New York to come live with her. So, and I've stayed at her house when I was in 2024 because that's who I shared an Airbnb with in Raleigh. And then she invited me to stay over at her house a couple of days when I was down in Georgia so that I could go see Blaze and Thomas. It was me and Nikolai together at that point because went to QuiltCon and then went back to Florida because I had to pick up Nikolai. And then we went back to Georgia for a few days and she stayed at her house. But I could have stayed in a hotel, but she offered us to stay with her. So we went. And it was a lot of fun. That's when we got to do the long arming on 2 of my quilts.
Oh, nice.
She has a big long arm machine. Road to California is on my bucket list. Yeah, it's on mine too. And Mona says, hi, Katie, John, and Teresa. Speaking of Mona, I need to keep up with the time. Oh, I got plenty of time. Okay. Giovanna says, wait, I need to back up. The channel suddenly moved fast. Giovanna says, having grown up in Kenya, I have come across all different kinds of animals, and ostriches are very aggressive. Also, elephants. Yeah, elephants will. Hippos are dangerous too. Yes, they are. And Mona says, hi, Katie, John, and Teresa. And Denise says, do polar bears get hunted too? That would be a yes. But there's a certain quota for those. And right now they upped the quota because there's too many bears on the island right now. And not enough food for them because the ice is not staying out on the ocean long enough. So polar bears are having a harder time hunting and ending up where they shouldn't be, unfortunately. It was I think 6 a year, but now it's 10 a year. But that 10, if a bear ends up in a where humans live, it gets dispatched and that gets counted as one of those within the quota. So if you end up with all the quota used up because you had to dispatch them due to human areas, then no hunter can go hunting them. They're really pretty good about that. And you know, we have game wardens, but you never see the game wardens because most Greenlanders don't break a mandate when it's been issued. One year they had a mandate, we could only catch so many salmon and cod and the reason there was a mandate, one, because there was something wrong with the population of the fish. It was because the scientists were here studying both species to see, you know, be able to measure them, see how well they're thriving, any kind of disease, things like that. So that year we had to, you know, be frugal about what we took out of the water. How is granddaughter's chicken, Jan? Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys who are moms. And Giovanna says, that is great news. And Mona says, that's pretty, John.
Oh, thank you. I'm almost done with the outside. I'll show y'all as soon as I get this quilted.
Do you know I've never made a bag?
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not. I haven't made one because I don't know if I have the patience to make one. because there's all that bulk involved.
We just last month, at the beginning of the year, the local library reached out and asked if we would come do a craft. That they have sewing machines. They actually have the old Singer heavy-duty machines.
Oh,
And if we
nice.
would come do a craft with anyone that signed up. So we did. We ended up doing tote bags. We taught how to do a library tote. So we had a really good time.
Pat says, Patricia says, I'm not a bag maker either, Katie. And then Mona says, bags are easy. And
Yes.
Raymond says, weird, I don't need coffee after a long nap, but I do in the morning.
So Katie, have you done a Hemingway pouch?
No.
You know, that was all the rage. I finally broke down and did one. I did two.
Did you find them hard?
No, in fact, it's the first time I had ever done a zipper. So actually, it was probably one of the best things for me to like, kind of learn on. Because I had bought it. I bought the pattern like 2 years ago when Ian was into them. And so then Brendan, Mr. Quilter, just did it. And then Russ had done it on his channel. And I thought, okay, this is getting ridiculous. I need to get this out and do it. And I was actually surprised. The instructions were really good. And it went together pretty quick and easy.
Oh, that's cool. Quilts are hard, says Mona. I have that pattern, but I still haven't made them, says Mona. The Hemingway she's talking about, I think.
The problem is I have a 5 drawer filing cabinet full of patterns. I still continue to buy patterns. I just don't have enough time. Work really interferes with what I want to get done, but it also pays for all my toys. So
Quilts are hard to do what? I guess I missed something. And then Denise says, library totes are very easy. There isn't much of learning curve for that type of tote. I don't need a written pattern. Videos are easy to follow. Mona make bags that require more effort. No, Mona makes bags that require more effort. That's what she said. Hey, Alex, how are you?
hey, Alex.
I'm kind of lost the screen and I'm trying to recover here. You went
Hello,
missing.
Alex.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen her. Okay. We are just about, I think I'll have two more sets of these to do finish in a minute, and we can make two more of the big blocks, and then I actually am gonna have to start making more hourglasses. But we're getting closer to having enough to, this quilt's gonna go together quickly once I get these done. John, have you seen this quilt I'm working on?
I have not.
Here, let me show you what it looked, because I have one row. Well, I can't just, I am still debating on whether I want to do 5 blocks or 4 across. So I have 4 across sewn. So you'll see what it looks like.
All right.
And I used 4 charm packs. Let me make sure I got this turned in the right way. Yep. See what it looks like?
Oh, Katie, I like that.
So it's very colorful.
It is. It's got a lot of color to it, but I like all the different blocks in it.
Yeah, so there's these are, let me show you one block. That way you won't be confused by this. So basically it's 4 patch blocks turned into a 9 patch block. That's this section right here.
Yeah.
And then I have hourglasses surrounding that in between a sashing. And this block is 16 and a half.
And you know that quilt needs the sashing to help give your eye a little bit of a break, but at the same time, it really, those
Yep.
hourglasses and that just look amazing.
Yep. And there'll be sashing in between each one of these bigger blocks to help direct the eye some more. And then each row will have a sashing separating that.
Wow. So, Katie, what do you do with your quilts when you get done?
I've only given 2 away that I've made.
Really?
Yep. I'm working on one that's for my granddaughter. I don't have any. I only have, let's see, I have close to probably right at 30 quilt tops. And I have maybe 4 finished smaller quilts, somewhere around there that's completed. So I just have a bunch of quilt tops right now because I need to have them long arm. Some of them will eventually go to probably my grands, but right now I've only given 2 away. I am I'm just enjoying what I'm doing right now and not really thinking about giving them to anyone at the moment.
No, nothing wrong with that. I did a Christmas quilt that I just finished like early in the year that I'm giving to my granddaughter for Christmas this year. And I need to make one for my grandson. And I've been saying that since February, but has John gotten the material and started on that yet? No.
How old is your grandson?
He is 6.
Oh, see, same here. This quilt back here will probably end up with one of the grands, but I I might I wanted to make Blaze a dinosaur quilt. Because he likes dinosaurs, but he turns 10, and I'm wondering if that's still age, you know what I mean, for the age it is now. I don't know if it's still. I know I loved dinosaurs until actually I've loved dinosaurs all of my life, and I would have loved a dinosaur even as a teenager, dinosaur quilt or something.
Well, we won't say anything, but I just bought a new, I just found it showed up in one of my emails the other day, a new dragon fabric collection that just is coming out.
Who's it going to be? Who's the manufacturer?
I have to go back and look. It's someone that I've not bought from or heard before. And it took me forever to find it. In fact, I bought it from a lady in Florida, is where I ended up having to get it.
Oh,
Um, and because she's the only one that still said she had some coming in. And I bought that for my partner, who's a big child, because he still likes dragons. So he's getting a dragon quilt.
the dinosaur quilt I'm talking about, Raven, doesn't have child prints. It's I'm kind of using prints that kind of, yeah, it won't have children's prints on it. John, I got your emails. Thank you, says Alex.
Oh, you're very welcome.
See, Blaze also likes space. He kind of reminds me of myself because I love dinosaurs and I love space.
Hmm.
I was always bringing home books and stuff with both of that in it.
I think it ebbs and flows, right? I think we like things as a kid, then we think we shouldn't as a teenager, and then we come back and realize we still like all that stuff. We just had those
Yeah,
funny years.
I think he would appreciate anything I gave him though, because he's
Yep.
just like that. I mean, it's not done for a reason. I didn't make it to the States because I was going to get it quilted by Sherry. So there's no need for me to hurry up and get it done now because I don't want to, I know this is not going to make sense to some, but I'm not going to put a quilt in the mail to go between here and the United States. Not right now, not with the mailing system as bad as it's been between the States and Europe. And so that's why I've just slowed down and not worked with it at all. I kind of, yeah. But I'll probably work on it some more later part of this year, the latter part of this year. Because probably by November I'll know whether I'll get to go to the States or not. We'll see. Because I need to know right around November whether I can go or not. Because I have to pre-plan everything. Airbnbs and all that stuff. And Nick, I think that'll be, see, because Nikolai has to work. Oh my gosh, he'll be at sea during Christmas. So yeah, he probably will be able to go with me to the United States. But he told me he's not going to go probably for a little while. Wait till things settle down anyway. But I have to get my passport dealt with, so I got to figure out that issue too. Because it expires in December of next year.
We made reservations for Atlanta, but now that I know for sure they're coming back to Phoenix, I doubt we'll end up going to Atlanta. It's just too
Oh, that would be too
expensive.
bad if you don't go and then I get to go and not see you.
But it's just so expensive, and then it's like, but so why would I
Same.
spend all of that? Because like I'd rather go to Road to California, but we'll get to
Yeah.
see QuiltCon, the next year because Sally and a bunch of them I was supposed to meet this year, and we ended up not getting to go.
Oh, got you. Rita
All right.
says mailing a quilt is scary. I mailed those three to my oldest daughter in Oregon, and my thought was all that work, and what if they lose the box? Yeah, or what if one of those transport trucks gets in a wreck? Yeah, I have no desire to send that Tula pink quilt all overseas and it not get there. That would be very upsetting.
Chris on Rose City Originals and that he does long arming in that, and they're putting Apple trackers in the quilts now, so
Yeah,
people can
see,
track their quilts.
Yeah.
yeah, and I would have done that. The thing is like Giovanna just said up top, she says, Italian post service refused to post to the US if it's not just documents. See, there's things going on between the States and Europe. So, yeah. So right now is not a good time to be trying to send anything out of Europe to the United States.
No. Katie, look, I got my I did get the so I got the front sides of the
Yeah, let me hang on. Let me screenshot you. That looks nice.
isn't that gonna
What's
be a
the
nice
back look like?
summary panel for the so I got that
Oh,
one and
yeah.
then this is the flip side. So
Oh,
Very
wow.
nice.
That looks nice. Very nice.
so
So,
now
so is that like Christmassy fabric?
no, it's all summery. See, so the
Oh,
cherries
summery.
and
Okay, there's cherries
strawberries.
and strawberries. Okay,
Yep.
now I see it. Okay, that looks
Pretty.
wonderful.
So she'll be excited. My daughter says, you know, I love totes. So it's always exciting when they like getting something from us, right?
Right. Especially something homemade, because
Rita says, wait a minute, John, you live in Arizona?
Dude, just outside of Phoenix, Metro Phoenix. It's
So
102 here
you're
today,
really
Katie.
close then. Can you drive to the convention and not just spend the night somewhere?
Oh yeah, yeah. For Arizona, it'll be
Yeah, that's
fine.
what I was wondering. If the QuiltCon was there, you could just drive to it.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes
Oh,
for
then
me
I
to
can
get
see why
downtown.
you'd want to save money, Ben, if it's not going to cost you anything but gas.
Doesn't even cost me gas. I have an electric vehicle and I work for the electric company.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hmm. Well, Katie, this has been fun. I appreciate you having me today, but
Has
I
it
need to.
been 2 hours already?
No, it's been right at an hour and a
30
half,
minutes.
hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to jump up because we're getting ready. We're taking Mama Jan out for Mother's Day. And so I got to get ready for her and that.
Well, thank you for coming. It's been, golly, that went too fast.
It did.
I mean, we hardly see each other.
But it was fun being with you and getting to be with Teresa. I've never been with Teresa before.
yeah, it was nice to meet you, John.
You too. So, but I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow night, but if not, I'm sure we'll be catching each other on some channel.
Mm.
Maybe we can get together again later in the year.
Yes, absolutely.
This long time, not go so long without sewing together. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know.
I know. I agree. But we're getting there.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, ladies, have a
Thank you
good
for
one.
coming. Have a great night.
Okay.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Teresa Louise is always fun. Yes, she is.
Oh, thank you.
Giovanna says petrol is expensive. Hey, how much in Italy, how much is fuel per liter right now? You'll be using euros probably, right? Hello, Princess Roblox. Nice to see you. I think I read that right. Princess Roblox, yeah. From North Carolina. And then Denise says, oh, wait, Denise says the post office is looking for funding from the government, losing money. Lots of things can happen to our mail. We have a lot of theft of mail carried by trains and trucks. Giovanna says 1.94 euros. All right. Let me see here. I think I have one more piece to sew on this one right here. And then I can start sewing these. I need to press them first, though. I am tired today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of it was because I went to sleep last night after I got offline. Did go to bed, and I actually went to sleep. And then I was wide awake at 6:30 this morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep until I think I laid down to take a nap around 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Mm.
And so when I got up, I forgot. I didn't remember I didn't set the alarm to make sure I got up earlier than I did today. So when I woke up, it was wait, it was almost 7 o'clock my time. So I had like 35 minutes to hurry up and get everything set up and ready to go. I'm glad I woke up. I'd have been in trouble if I was still sleeping. Yesterday it was $1.99 or 1.99 euros. Ouch. Okay, what's with my laptop? My laptop's being weird today. The old one?
Yeah. Being fidgety.
Yeah, it won't let me do kind of, yeah, it's not letting me do anything. It must be hot or something. Oh, yeah, it feels hot, all right. Okay, we got this one done. And now all I got to do here is press these and then we can start sewing. We'll make 2 more big blocks. So we're making progress on this. Today I had to take my son to pick up his motorbike from the machines 20 kilometers away. Do you mean the mechanics? And Andrea says, I just had a notification from pop up from Butler Family Farms. Well, I can't be in 2 places right now. Mechanic, okay. Yeah, because it came across like machines. That's why I was asking. Geraldine says that's $8.88 a gallon in American dollars. Yep, that's very pricey.
Yeah.
Diesel cost increase means higher prices for all the products they deliver. Yep. To me, diesel's always been expensive. I'll be right back, Teresa.
Okay. Okay.
It's weird, but I've been watching some playlist of other YouTubers on the Nikolai's desktop, and every time the playlist runs out, it will, on the one browser, it wants to go to some kind of Muslim music thing,
Really?
and I don't know why it's going there.
That's weird.
It's very weird. That's what I was hearing in the background. I went to look, and sure enough, that's where it was at. All right, let's get these pressed. Oh, I need to turn my iron on. I didn't do that yet. So now I need to wait for it to heat up. So how's everybody's weather right now? Yeah, it used to be cheaper than petrol. Yep. I cannot see this chat. So I need to bring up a secondary screen.
And then they made all those diesel vehicles and decided, oh, hey, we're not making enough money out of that. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it used to be cheaper than petrol. Yep. Oops. Okay, I need to snap this pop-out chat. Then get rid of this. And I'm gonna have a hard time seeing this. Only people's incomes are getting lower. Yep, pretty much. Mona says everything is high. People are mean. Mm-hmm. That too. Mona says I watched them on Mondays. Today I had to take my son to pick. Oh, I already read that. Okay, I'm caught up now, looks like. Mona says my daughter's shot is over 20,000. There's no way it costs that much to make. You're right about that. That's because people are greedy. All right, so we got this one done. Now let's get these other two done.
Well, I'm getting pretty close to done.
Yeah, I can see that. Aren't I bet you're excited.
I am.
Do you think have you figured out your background yet, or are you still debating?
No. Nope. I haven't even started looking for background. I think I'll sit down for a minute. Oh. It is beautiful outside today. I mean, gorgeous.
Are you longing to be out there?
It's sunny. The wind is not blowing. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
That's awesome.
It makes me want to drive up to the huckleberry patch and see how the plant and see how the plants are doing.
Yeah, I'll bet. Okay.
Because since we had such a mild winter, I'm thinking, they're probably going to come on sooner than normal.
Yeah.
So I need to get up there and look at them. And keep my fingers crossed that they didn't log my huckleberry patch this year,
Have they done that before?
Yes.
Why? Oh, so
because there's logging contracts and they come up and they log the area. And I mean, I can't put signs up there saying no logging or these are my berries, get out of here,
Goodbye. Toodaloo. I understand now what you're saying. So, what are they logging?
Huh?
What are they logging?
The beetle kill trees.
Oh, okay. So this is a pine stand?
Yeah.
Conifer, I mean.
Yeah. Conifers. Yeah, we had a lot of dead trees from these bugs. It was pretty bad. So
are those Are those trees indigenous to that area?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are indigenous. Okay, sometimes they attack weakened trees because they're growing in the wrong whatever.
No.
It's sad when you see.
I know what I was gonna say. But after about 3 years, the plants actually came back in some areas looking better than they had before. The huckleberries.
Oh, cool.
And one area, oh my God, you should have seen how big the berries were. And they were getting sun that they hadn't gotten before, till they took the trees out.
Yeah.
So I guess there's some goodness about it.
Yep, more sunlight.
More sunlight is good.
Yep. Her doctor has mailed it to. Good grief. No wonder I feel like that's super hot. It's 108 degrees here, says Rita. Oop, yep, that's hot. They advertise Sky Rizzy constantly here until people are taking a medication. The cost will remain high.
Oh God, Rita, it's 108 where she is.
Yeah, that is hot.
No, thank you.
I wouldn't even want to be there when it's that hot.
Yeah, John said it was over 100 where he is right now today.
Yeah. I would not want to live in Arizona at all because of the heat. There were times in Florida when it was so stifling hot there. It's like, oh my gosh. And I don't think I can tolerate the heat these days like I used to.
All right.
I've gotten so adapted to the way the things are here, you know, it doesn't feel cold to me here, except when the wind comes, then it feels cold. Right now, it's been raining for 2 days. It's making up for lost time because it didn't hardly rain last summer. It costs $22,000, but it's free in Italy if needed.
Wow.
Hey, Lynn, how are you?
Hi, Lynn.
It's good to see you, Lynn. Denise says, when I look at the side effects, I am too afraid to ask the doctor to I am too afraid to ask the doctor to subscribe, but knowing the cost Medicare probably wouldn't even pay for it. Soft score. So that horse is amazing, says Lynn.
Oh, thank you very much. $3.30.
Yeah, I've got to keep a little before 11. Speaking of that, I can't deal with that right this minute. Teresa, if you would like to join us later, please do, says Mona. Yep, because I'll be moseying over to Mona's after this live.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think she goes 5 o'clock.
She's going at 11 my time, which would be
It's 5 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time.
yeah.
So that's an hour and a half.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Mona. That's very kind of you.
Andrea says, I was asleep during your live this afternoon, or I would have been there, Lynn.
Yeah, and I was out fishing.
Fishing's good. Fresh air is good. Check, check.
Yeah. And the dogs really liked it because they got to go to the swimming hole and
Oh yeah, I bet they did love that.
yeah.
I need to find Mona's channel link for tonight's live so I could stick it in my YouTube thing so people can go straight from
So that you can transfer.
So I can dump everybody into her chat. So I need to go hunt the link. Before I forget to do it. Ah, there it is. Okay, share, copy link. Now we'll go put it in my, what you call them, studio. That's interesting. All right.
Yeah, you can always replay.
Yep. Sure could. Okay, settings, edit. One thing I'm glad that you can do, you can't do in Zoom, but you can do in YouTube. Once you go live on Zoom, you can't do any changes within the, makeup of the live, but on YouTube you can. Like add a link so people know where to go for redirecting when you go from one channel to the next. Oh, there she is. Now save. Now there. Yep. Now when I shut down this live, everybody's going to see a link to go to Mona's. Woohoo! Okay, now let me go find my, yep, there we go. We're back to where I needed to be.
Oh boy.
Is your neck feeling any better today?
Yeah, it's doing okay right now. It's the prolonged, you know, when
It
it's
looked,
like looking up like this.
yeah. I felt like there was something going on with you last night, but I couldn't tell what it was. I thought either you were tired. Was it last night?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Or something. I didn't know what it was. That's why you got that message from me.
Yeah, I wanted to stay on, but it was pretty close to 6 o'clock anyway, and I was
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
my neck was hurting. It was giving me a headache, and it's like,
I'm trying to remember when I actually shut down the live. I didn't go as long last night as I did Thursday,
yeah.
but I still think I think I might have went 4 hours. I think something like that. Four and a half, something like that. Okay, we got this sewn on here. Trying to make sure I don't mix these up. So we're going to pick up one of these. The socks in that box are awesome. I wish I could buy a dozen pair of boxes that Leanna sit. Who's, huh? Mona says, I better comb my hair. Giovanna says, I fell asleep because it was late. Yeah, because you're 3 hours ahead of me, which means you're 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So when we go to Denmark, it's going to be weird being 6 hours ahead, which will be 12 hours ahead of you, Teresa,
Yeah.
which is going to be very painful.
Yes. We won't be seeing each other, girl.
No, probably not. You'll probably be watching any lives I do as replays. Rita says, Mona, that reminds me, my hubby wanted his hair cut and wanted it short. I hate cutting his hair that short, but it's getting hot. So I told him this morning to comb his hair. And then Rita says he actually got his comb. He got his comb. Forget it has his hair cut. That doesn't make sense.
Huh?
Am I reading that wrong? He actually got him comb, forgot. Oh, I ain't even going to try with that. Katy, have you told us more? Hi, Nina. Have you told us more to do with Katy Sews? No, it'll be next week when we do the Katy Sews. No, that's this one. All right, no, you're talking about Katy Says, right, Nina? Andrea says Lynn sent a box of hugs, and Leanna also sent one, and they were full of comfort items. Socks was one of the items in the box. Oh, cool. Teresa, I found out that my machine does do a scant 1/4 inch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I went through my workbook. Part of what, when I read the manual, the way it words things, I don't really understand what it's talking about. Like it says different settings for needle down. I really don't know what that means exactly.
Well, needle down is when you let up off of the foot pedal, your needle stays in the down position. And your presser foot, you know what the presser foot is, right?
Yeah, will be up.
Yeah, it lifts up. Or, like mine has like 2 or 3 different levels of up. So
Yeah, but
it
I
just
have to
lifts up a
physically
little
put
bit.
mine up.
That way you can, it's very handy for turning the corner or when you're doing applique.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's how I stumbled on figuring out how to make the needle move a little. Because on my Janome, there's a setting for the 1/4 inch setting. You press number 4, and it moves the needle to the right. What I didn't know was that I could use the setting for the width of this. There's a width up, a button up here for when you can widen the width or whatever. You can also, when you have the foot up and the needle's up, and you turn that knob, it moves the needle just a couple increments more to the right. And I did not know it did that.
Oh, huh.
And when I was messing around, I'm like, oh my God, I really do have that setting.
Right.
So all this time I didn't know that. Okay, where's the bottom one? This is going to go here, and this is going to go here, and this one is going to go to that. So let's put all these together so I don't mess this up. Hi, Sherry. Didn't I see Sherry come in here?
She said she'd been lurking.
Don't forget to send me links for tomorrow. I should be back home. For I've been already working on the flying geese. I just got to sew them together. She says, thank you. I needed that reminder. Yeah, or I would not be showing up if I don't have a link. Just see. And I need to trim this. Uh-oh, where's the other one? There should have been another one here. Oh, there it is. Andrea says, yes, and sending the right link helps too, right, Katy? Yeah.
Yep, I would think so.
Whenever there's mistakes when it comes to the wrong link, it's because I'm tired when I was doing it. I know one thing, I'm going to have to go correct my front door.
You
It's
getting
too
hot?
warm. Yeah, I'm getting hot in here. I'll be right back. I need air.
Okay.
Drastically need air. Okay, we're back in here and back in business. I think part of the reason I get these yawning episodes is because I also get warm and it makes me even sleepier, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah,
But
that makes sense.
it's rather annoying too, because everybody keeps seeing me yawn on the live.
Well, I'm glad I'm not looking.
Mm-hmm. Francie says that horse looks amazing. And she's saying hi to everyone.
Thank you very much, and hello.
Raven says, if you can't turn the heat down, open the windows. I've already turned the heat down, but I'm trying to wait another week or two to make sure that we're not going to get another bitter rock. Because if I turn the thermostat, even Nikolai turned it down before he left, but I need to turn it down again. And but I want to make sure, give it another week before I do it, because I'll regret it if I turn it down now and we get hit with another bitter rock, because then this house will turn into, yeah. I don't need my heated flooring freezing because it dropped the temperature below freezing. Although there's some kind of mechanism supposed to kick it on anyway. If it drops down below something, like an emergency thing.
Oh,
But that doesn't mean the house is not going to be cold.
right.
Mostly on this side of the house. Okay, we got that done. We're getting close to starting to make 2 more big blocks. I just need to get these pressed and then I'll be ready to sew them onto the block. But I need to take these 2 over and flatten them a little bit. This is turned the wrong way. That needs to be down there. Okay. Now let's get a block. Hey, you and I need to finish that Valentine's thing. You know that?
Yeah, right. I forgot all about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just
I just moved something and I'm like, wait, that's still sitting there, not unfinished. Why do I keep losing? Oh, there's the ruler up underneath there. Okay, I need to trim that off. Raven says, okay. Oh, I understand now. Sorry about making y'all yawn. that is contagious. It's like a subliminal message.
Right.
Yeah. It's like when my dog yarns or yawns. Next thing you know, I'm yawning.
I didn't know your dog could yarn.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
That didn't come off my tongue right, did it?
That's funny.
Did not come off of there at all properly.
No, but it was funny.
Yeah, I know.
Can you hear my dog snoring?
No, but if she's anything like Nora, I know what she sounds like.
Yeah, she's going to town.
She's snowing those, sneezing those Z's. Giovanna says dog yawning or yarning. Yep.
I think wore her out going to the fishing swimming
Did
hole
you?
today. Yeah.
Oh, she got to go. Cool.
That's probably why we didn't catch anything because the dogs were, in
Making
the
too much
water.
ruckus. Were they
Yeah.
in the water?
Yeah, they were in the water.
Ah, that's probably why you didn't get no bites. You might be right. You might be onto something there.
But that's okay. I mean, that's why we took them,
So they can have fun too.
Exactly.
The joy of when they're playing in water is amazing. It's the same as when they play in the snow. When I sent Nora out earlier for potty patrol, she turns around and she looks at me. She's like, Mom, it's pouring down rain out here and I'm going to melt. I'm like, please. Because I couldn't convince her to go earlier. Andrea says, you should hear my two pugs snore, and they snore in harmony. One is an alto and one is a soprano. Oh boy. That is funny. Oh, that didn't go back. Really? Laugh out loud. That's cute, says Raven. Can someone keep up, let me know when it's about 10 minutes before Mona's live, please.
Yeah, we got about an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. Because I don't want, and that hour is probably going to go fast, more than likely, maybe.
Yeah, we need a 15-minute call.
Yep. That
Then
way.
a 5-minute.
Yep.
Then a 2-minute.
Yeah. Because I'll shut the live down about 10 minutes before her live, well, or 5 minutes. Maybe I'll shut it down 5 minutes before the live starts. Did you do the poll yet? No, I haven't. I'll do it soon. I'm going to have fun pronouncing that word. I sure pick some doozies.
You do.
I want to do history. The problem is the poll, it'll let you write a long question, but it won't let you write long answers.
Oh,
It needs more, yeah. So anything that has like a full sentence in it, you either have to figure out how to shorten it yourself or you find something else to put up there that's short. Mona's having a full house today. Should be fun. Yep.
yeah.
There's
What is she doing today?
just all of us are going to hang out on the panel. That's why she invited you. And the more the merrier, you know. Lots of laughing. Should be fun.
Yeah, because she doesn't usually go live on Saturday nights.
No, so it'll be fun.
So yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep. So it'll be me, Mona, and then William. So it'll be back to back of each other.
Oh. Who all is going to be on her live tonight?
Me, William and Jess. So, and if you join us, it'll be you.
Oh, wow.
Mona says, I'm debating on a glass of wine or question mark, question mark, question mark.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, actually, I think I have some red wine in the refrigerator, maybe. I think that I brought home from some. Oh, yeah. Actually, I do have some red wine in the refrigerator because I brought it home from when we did that celebratory. That did not come off my mouth right. Celebratory. There it is. Dinner that we went to for the opening of the airport, and I bought a bottle of wine in there to eat with the lamb, and so I brought the rest of it home with me. Nikolai doesn't drink wine at all. I only drink it occasionally.
Yeah, it would take about 3 sips and I'd be snockered.
Oh, Mona says she invited Mona 2.0 too. Oh, didn't know that. Lots of Monas and lots of, yeah, it'll be fun. Should be interesting.
Yeah.
Mona says she will collab all the channels after the live if they want. Yep, I'll take one. Ow. You know how I send you collab links, Teresa?
Oh,
That's what she's
yeah.
talking about. So there'll be links for you to attach your channel to that live.
From what I read, it puts your video on my channel.
Yep, and it puts your link to your main channel on mine so people can go and subscribe to your channel and watch your videos.
Huh.
So it promotes both channels. It promotes both channels at the same time.
And it gives your channel control over my analytics.
I didn't turn the analytics on. That's why you can't see it.
because I was reading, you know, what it
Oh,
said. If I clicked accept,
can I
what would
really see your
happen?
analytics? I didn't know I
And
could see the other channel's analytics.
it said that you, yeah, you would have control over the analytics.
Oh, so on my end of it, there's a box. It says you can share the analytics of this live with your collaborator. I haven't turned that on because I didn't know if, we need to test that theory to see if you can see that, Teresa. I'll do that. I'll do that after tonight's live. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to do it, and I'll turn it on and send you the link, and I'll turn it on and see if you can actually see it. Because I didn't know if it worked or not. It just says you can't see it. Yeah. But there's a button where it says you can turn it on so that the collaborator can see it. But I didn't know if that actually worked or not. And I don't even know what yeah. And I'm really not doing it for my benefit. I'm doing it for y'all's benefit so we can get viewers from my way to your way. You know what I mean? Every time someone subs, all channels come up. Yep. So basically you should be able to get some subscribers out of this. I should have turned this the other way, and I bet I'm going to regret I didn't. Well, we've got to find out. Well, maybe it's okay. Because I didn't want to cut off any tips. I didn't realize I did that until I had already started it. Huh. Oh, so I could give this a little bit more oomph. Giovanna says, I saw that today. I don't think it puts the video on your channel, but I'm not sure. Now,
You know, in the box it said that the video would show on my channel.
yeah, because when I'm on Sherry's, I can on my channel, if you go to my main channel page, you can see all the collaborations I've been doing with Sherry, and it's Sherry's live. It's on Sherry's channel. She's doing the live, but it's showing up on my end too. So it is driving traffic. Which is what you want it to do. To help each other out. Oh boy, someone's up and moving around. I wonder who that could be.
And are they whining yet?
She just barked.
Yep, I'm awake. I'm awake.
Do you need to go shoo-shoo? Do you need to go shoo-shoo, or you want something else? I'm sorry, but the only thing you're getting tonight, I've already fed you your meat, so you only get haricots. Or if I can find some berries in the freezer, because I think all I saw in there was strawberries, and I don't really want to feed her strawberries. Too much sugar, if you ask me. Under collab, yes, but the original channel gets watch hours, I think, says Mona. Yeah, I would think so. But getting people to go to the other channel is a good thing, because then they'll watch videos and subscribe, I hope. Raymond says, poor Nora got put on a diet and is crying for dad to feed her. Yeah, he better not come home and feed her as soon as he gets home. She needs to be Miss Lightweight. We need her 2 kilos lighter. Mona says, yes, I think so too. Yep. Well, we're talking about the channel thing. Okay, and just sent me a link too. All right. Let me get back to where I was at. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get her a snack.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Sit, wait, 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 look, go. Who'd have thought that dogs would like green beans? You know what I mean? She sure likes them.
Yeah, my dogs love them.
She
Every
likes.
dog I've had loves green beans.
Raven says, take her collar off when they weigh her. Yep, I will. Or she'll have a harness, so that'll be taken off because that harness probably weighs a half a kilo all by itself.
You think she's lost some weight?
I think she's probably, yeah, she's lost a little bit. I don't know how much. I'll get on the scales in a couple days and check. Because I have to get on it to do mine and then pick her up and then do it again. She'll be where she needs to be by the time we fly. And her being lighter will make carrying her easier, you know?
Oh, yeah.
She'll be able to walk around in the airport and everything. That's not the problem. But when we get ready to put her in her carry-on thing or whatever you want to call it, that will be heavy. So the lighter she is, the easier it'll be. And the less grumpy my husband will be.
Right.
So I informed him, I said, instead of me taking a carry-on like I normally do, I'm just going to put all my stuff in his backpack. And we'll go with one carry-on and one dog carrier. And I'll have a purse that I'll wear, you know, a security purse that I have that I travel with. I'll just have that for medicine and my phone and a charger. Anything else I can just put in his backpack. And I'll take the small laptop because the laptop will fit nice. And since this little laptop's so little and lightweight, it shouldn't put any weight in that backpack. Well, you ate that pretty fast. Now she's wandering around to see if she can find any She's so funny. I don't feed cooked ones. These are frozen ones I feed her. That's all you get, Missy. Katie, they make a thing with the wheel that is designed to put the pet carriers on. Oh, I didn't know that, Rita. Because once we land in Copenhagen, we can completely take her out of the carrier and put a leash on her and walk her right through the airport. They allow that. And I know one thing, as soon as we land, we're going to have to get her behind outside so she can do potty patrol. Because 6 hours is a long time in the air. And I need to take a water bottle with a little tiny bowl so I can give her water on the airplane. Actually, maybe I can just get a bottle of water from them. This pattern is called Daisy Chain. What are we talking about? Oh, she designed a pattern. Andrea says, I designed a pattern that I want to do as a free channel so long, but I have been so busy with everyone else's so longs that I have not had time to do it yet, but looking forward to doing it soon. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you do too, Andrea. She's another one that gets stuff done in short order.
Yeah.
I must just be a very slow sewer. I put a redirect in Williams. Yep. So this is how this is going to work tonight, you guys. When I shut my live down, you'll get redirected to Mona's. And when Mona shuts her live down, y'all will get redirected to Williams. So it's going to be back to back to back tonight. It'll be fun. Keep that train rolling. And I forgot that Kevin was live yesterday, so I missed out on his live yesterday. Darn it. All right.
Oh.
Huh? Jean says, wow, all of us will get to watch Mona, not a private Zoom. No, this is not private. This is all live we're doing. We're going from one to the next to the next. And Giovanna says, now I'm tucked in bed and maybe I will fall asleep. Uh-oh. And there's a bunch of thread up here at the top of this one. We're about to get this first block done, and then we'll have number 2 to work on. Can you give Teresa? Yes, I'll forward the email to you. Teresa, I'm gonna forward the email to you, okay?
Okay.
No, wrong keyboard. It needs to be this one. Let me find the email account. Hey, when I send the email, will you check and make sure that link went with it, if you don't mind?
Okay.
Because sometimes when I forward things, some parts of it don't always go, which is weird. Okay, let me know when you get it,
Okay.
please.
Yep.
Mona says you can try, Giovanna, but laughing may wake you up. She says, that's fine, Mona. I love a good laugh. Oops. Hello, Scrappy Crafter. It's good to see you. Oh, and thank you, Giovanna. Giovanna says, please, everyone, thumbs up for Katy. Thank you. Good to see you too, Scrappy Crafter. Scrappy Cut. Scrappy Crafter says thumbs up. Yep, there's a thumbs up that you can hit to, it's the like button.
I'll be right back, Katie.
Okay, hon. Sorry I missed your lives. I was in Missouri on retreat. It's okay. There's replays. There's always replays. Oh, you're a young channel, the Scrappy Crafter. Y'all, here's another channel. Let me share Scrappy Crafter's link. She's a small channel. She has 87 subscribers. That is a fantastic. Is that a Bargello heart? I think that's a, if that's a Bargello, that's the first time I've seen one like that. That looks cool. So this one is for wrong keyboard.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
They're having a fish fry tonight.
Oh, are they?
I need to run down and see if Brandon decided whether he wanted to go or not.
Okay.
He was leaning towards not, but
Okay.
because that starts right at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Those of you who are channel creators, some of you can use your name. You know who you are. You know which ones are in the bot. Or you can type exclamation selfie to share your channel. Andrea, you have to put in Mama J for yours. If you do if you want to use the what's I used in the bot. If not, you can just do exclamation selfie. Oh, I didn't line that one up. Fish fry. Do they have little chef hats? Why are you giving me a hard time? Wait, what did you do, Rita? I should do that. No. You type to share your channel. You type exclamation selfie. If you're a channel creator, to share your link. With you, Rita, I'm trying to remember how I put you in the bot because those that are in the bot is because I interviewed you. Let me see how I have yours in there, Rita. I think it's just exclamation Rita. Let me check. Yep, there's Rita's. So those of you that I interviewed, all you have to do is type your name. Yep, there's Mona's. But with Andrea's, she's got to put Mama J in, exclamation Mama J, because I already have an Andrea in the bot. But if you're a channel and you're not in my bot, you can do exclamation selfie to share your channel. You find out anything?
Yeah, he doesn't want to go.
Okay. Did that email come with the link intact on it?
I don't know. I have to look on my phone and it's a camera right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could see it on your laptop or not. What you eating? Is that ice cream? I was thinking about getting me an ice cream. What kind of fish are they frying tonight, Teresa?
Alaskan cod.
Yummy.
This
Hi,
is a
sorry.
ice cream sandwich.
You know what? They used to, in Florida, they used to have those ice cream sandwiches like that with chocolate ice cream in them. And they were so yummy.
Oh my goodness, that would be good.
Yeah, they were tasty. Scrappy Crafter said she subscribed to Linda's channel. Yeah, y'all subscribe to one another. Share the love. Oh, let me put Teresa's in here.
Oh, thank you.
Let me see here. Let's put Miss Teresa's in here. And here's Teresa's. Come on, bot. There it is. And I need to add something in front of yours. I hadn't got around to finishing editing my commands. Grumble, I so wish that I could still eat seafood, says Rita. I say share the love too. Love it. Did I tell you about getting hit by or hit on by a troll?
When was that? Was that yesterday?
Uh, not in the channel. I got a message on my messenger, and I had made a comment in a quilty group, and I guess he was in there, and some which means that the quilty group probably isn't set to private. So first he started out asking me questions about my quilting and stuff, which he couldn't see my quilting anyway because my channel's set to private. Not my channel, my Facebook, my personal Facebook is set to private. And he was asking how long I've been a quilter, blah blah blah. And then before long he started talking about how he had moved from the United States to Germany, and that his wife had passed away a year ago or something like that. He was raising his 16-year-old daughter. And then at some point as soon as he mentioned what chat, wait, what was it called? There was 3 different chat platforms, which I don't go on because they're not safe. And as soon as he mentioned it, I said, you do realize that I do have a husband, right? Because some of the stuff he was saying to me made me realize he was trying to flirt. And so as soon as I mentioned having a husband, even though I told him I moved to he wanted to know why I was living in Greenland. And that was the last thing I heard from him after that. So I knew he was a troll. But he wanted me to go over onto those other chat ones. And I said, I don't go on. I told him, I said, I have 0 time to go on other platforms, especially those kind. Now I can't remember the name of the 3 platforms, but it's platforms I won't go on.
All right.
One of them, I think, was WhatsApp or something, and I already have WhatsApp, but I'm not sharing my phone number. Hell no.
No way.
Ain't no way I'm gonna put my phone number on some stranger I don't even know.
Right. Not into that.
Nope. Not at all. Hi, Pam. Pam says hi to Katy and Teresa and chatters.
Hi, Pam. And thank you, Scrappy Crafter.
Yep. Thank you for subscribing, you guys, to each other. Mona says, no way. And Rita's like, oh, come on, Katy. No. When I'm married to someone, that means loyalty. There's none of these shenanigans. I might tease William from time to time, but doesn't mean anything. Did you see those pants he made you guys last night? It's like, woof. He said they were tight.
What's that?
He made some pants last night.
Oh,
And usually you don't see, you can't, he usually doesn't wear pants that shows his butt. And yesterday those showed his butt. And I wasn't the only one happy about it. It was fun yesterday because we were teasing him.
he makes some pretty wild clothes.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing naughty going on. We were just having a good time. Us women like looking at, well, some people like the chest, some people like the arms, some people like the legs. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like butts.
I like butts and I cannot lie.
That's one of my husband's best features. Sorry, guys. Give me some booty. Wait a minute, what'd she just say? Rita says, wait, no behinds here unless it is the fluffy behinds. Oh, fluffy butts. Oh, gotcha. She's talking about, I know what you're talking about. Boy, those baby chickens of Jess's have gotten all nice and yummy, fluffy looking right now. They're growing their little feathers. And Mona says, me too, and eyes. You know what else I notice is hands. I always notice people's hands.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that horse? Asked the Scrappy Crafter.
I'm making it. What am I doing with that horse?
Doing a collage.
Yeah. I'm doing a fabric collage. Fabric collage.
All right, here's another one. Ta-da!
Nice.
Rita says, Jess better get those poor Fluffy some clothes. No, they were talking about putting clothes on the Fluffies. All right, let's do the next block.
Hello, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Hey, Laura. Giovanna says, one flew out of the box. Uh-oh.
Hi, Laura. Right.
Here's another one that needs trimming.
How's the weather in Greenland?
It is currently
Oh, and Geraldine wants to know what the answer to the poll is.
Oh, yeah, I need to deal with that now. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and it's still raining outside. And hang on, I'll get that poll done here directly.
We want the poll. Give
Yeah.
us the poll.
Yeah, that's second. It's been
We
mentioned.
want the answer now.
All righty then.
And we got a half hour before 5 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the modern equivalent of the word? And I know I'm not saying it right. Anyway, quoth, I think is how you say it. We have 42 votes. Option A, or the first option was asked, which 12% voted on. The next option was said, which 64% voted on. The next option was whispered, 14% voted on. And the last option, which was shouted, was 10%. The answer is said. There's your answer. So those 64% of you got the answer right. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've never heard of that word before.
Me neither. I know I got the answer wrong.
What?
So those of you that got it wrong, you're not alone because I got it wrong.
Who even says that? What country is that from?
Hang on, let's read a bit about this word. I'll read it to you what it means or what it says. The modern equivalent of the archaic word quoth is said, used as a dialogue tag. Said is a versatile and widely employed word that conveys the act of speaking or expressing something, just like, oh, so you're using it in place of said. Just like the quote, you know how I say, well, she said. So I guess you would say she quoth. Why would you even do that?
Yeah.
It's a simple and unobtrusive term that seamlessly integrates into the flow of a sentence, allowing the reader to focus on the actual dialogue, whether in literature, journalism, or everyday conversations. Said remains the go-to choice for attributing speech, capturing the essence of quoth in a contemporary context. With the understated yet effective nature, said has become the trusted companion of modern writers, replacing the antiquated elegance of quoth. So maybe the quoth was used in the olden times, because that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Y'all don't forget to hit that little thumbs up button, by the way.
Yep. Never heard that.
Yep. Never heard of it either. So I guess you would have to read some literature that uses that word. And I sure haven't seen that word used in the Lord of the Rings stuff. Because he used a lot of old English when he was writing his books, J.R. Tolkien.
Right.
But I don't recall seeing that word in there anywhere.
No, me neither. Because I probably would have gone, what is that word?
Yeah, and went and gone and looked it up, I bet, because I went and looked it up. Like, I don't know that word. Let's go look that word up.
I even do that in my audiobooks. If they say something and I'm like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go look it up if I don't.
Hey, Terry. She says, hi, Giovanna. I have been here. You didn't see me, laugh out loud. And Giovanna says, hi, Victoria. Pleased to meet you. Sheila says, Edgar, I didn't see Sheila sleeping here. Wait, something just happened to the chat. Where'd it go? It jumped on me just as I was about to read the comment from Sheila. I didn't even see Sheila says, and hi, Sheila. Edgar Allan Poe used it in his poem, The Raven. Oh, look at there. Someone who knows that word.
Oh.
I'll have to go back and reread the Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. Quoth the raven, nevermore, says Sheila. Hey, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Yeah, and it's been so long since I've read any Edgar Allan Poe stuff. Studied it in high school. That was the last time I opened any of that work.
Right.
You know, I remember we studied a little bit of William Shakespeare stuff too in high school, and I recall that I wasn't too much interested at the time, but when I went back to college and took my first, because I had to take 2 semesters of, so it was freshman comp, and then the other one was, it wasn't called comp, it was called something else. And so you do a bit of literature in both those English classes, because basically that's what it was. Learn how to write and speak and read. And we did some stuff.
We're having issues connecting to your music provider. Please try again later.
I didn't ask for any music. It must be connected to the internet. No, it can't be. Never mind. That distracted me. Anyway, what I was trying to say is when I studied it in college, I enjoyed it more in college than I did in high school. I actually wanted to read some of it. And then I took a theater appreciation class, which you definitely cover quite a bit of Shakespeare's work. So we did Romeo and Juliet, but we also did Hamlet. And Hamlet was kind of interesting. Because basically what we did was read the whole play as a class.
Right.
Laura says, Terry, he was definitely an interesting man. And Terry says, I did a paper on Poe in college. I still have it somewhere. I was always intrigued by the man. I didn't think I would enjoy the theater appreciation class, but I really did enjoy it a lot, especially when he took us to a college play. We got to go for free. I had never been to an actual play, and it was fun. I don't remember what the name of the play was. I'm almost thinking it was Hairspray or something. But it was hilarious. I laughed quite a bit in it. One of my favorite poems by Poe was Annabel Lee. And Rita says, Poe was an inspiration with me writing poems and have some actually published. Cool. We're getting closer to an hour, aren't we?
I think so.
Jopana says, okay, I'm falling asleep.
It is 40 minutes till.
Okay.
No, 20
minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So in 10 minutes, we're going to start talking about what I got coming up this week. which isn't, well, I got the once a month crochet live on Tuesday. And don't forget it. Did I, you got the, did you get an email from me about Monday? Or
I
did I
did, I
dream
think.
or did I dream I sent it in my sleep?
No, I'm pretty sure I got it.
Okay, all right, because we'll have that discussion Monday. So Tuesday I have the crochet live. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing, let's see. The fourth part of the channel sew on Thursday. And then Saturday will be Katy Says. And then Shonda and I will be doing blocks 11 and 12 of Socialites on Friday. And then Mending Pieces, Peace of Mind will be the 17th.
Oh,
And we do need to talk. I do have some talking I want to do on that day. Terry says, I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with the love that was more than love, I and my Annabelle Lee. Terry and Laura says, Terry, I love Annabelle Lee too. Geraldine says, love it, Terry. Sheila says, Annabelle Lee is why I know the meaning of the word sepulchre. Is it sepulchre or sepulchre? How do you say that word? I think it's sepulchre, right? Or sepulchre. No, I need to go find out. Now that's going to bug me until I figure out how to say it right. I know what it means. It means a place of burial. Katy, when is the Mending Pieces live? It is May 17th, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's May the 17th at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we have the channel sew on the 14th, Shonda and I with Socialites the 15th, and then Katy Says is the 16th, and then Mending Pieces is the 17th. But we also have a crochet live on the 12th. So the 12th, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 will be all lives. Sepulcher. Sepulcher. Okay. I was wondering if that, yeah. Sepulcher. The reason it's later with the the Peace of Mind mending pieces is because of my collab with Sherry. Once we finish Alice's Wonderland, the mending pieces will go back to its normal 4:30 slot.
Woohoo!
Did you finish it?
I finished that part. It's done.
Can you put the camera where they can see it?
Can't they see it?
Yeah, I'm spotlighting you now. I mean,
Well, I still have the nose to do, but I mean, I got this
you got the
section
bottom
done.
part done. That's
Yeah.
outstanding. Congratulations.
I'm sick of little pieces.
Yes, you are. But you'll
But
be back at it. Uh-oh. Mona's saying thunder and lightning.
yeah, I still need to finish that nose and the eyeball and the mane, and then I'll be done.
Hey, when you get it all mounted on the background and everything and get a picture of it, will you send me a picture so that I can share it on the New Year's Eve, the 4th annual New Year's Eve 12-hour?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do a trunk show again this year. It was a big hit last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got enough pictures to take up the whole 12 hours pretty much.
Let's see, we got 15 minutes, so I will show you a front-on view of the horse.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all can see it.
You know we want to see it.
Let me turn this light off. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Wow. That is so cool.
How's it look?
It looks beautiful. Let's see. Terry says, wow, Teresa, that is beautiful. Laura says, Teresa, your horse is gorgeous. Sheila says, amazing, Teresa. I've been lurking and following your progress. Denise is pool, not poor. I don't know what that means. And then Mona says, okay, see you ladies soon. Yep, we'll be there with bells on our toes.
Look at all the little hearts.
That is spectacular. Not Terry. Sherry says, amazing. Wow.
So you can see all the little pieces of fabric.
That is truly amazing.
Little teeny pieces. You see what I got to do on the nose here?
Yep.
I still need to do the mouth over here.
Yep.
And then in the nose right here. And right in through here. And then I need to finish the eye. And then I need to put more of the mane on there.
Okay.
There.
Wow.
And then I think I'll be done.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yay.
Masterpiece. Will this horse be entered into a quilt show? Asked Cindy. And hi, Cindy. She says it should be.
Yes, that's why I'm been working on it so digitally, because I want to enter it in some quilt shows this year. So
Denise says she likes the eye. Terry says that is amazing. Such patience. And Cindy says, how long have you been working on this?
Since April of last year. But you know, I took some time off there for a while, so.
Yeah, she put it in timeout she put it in the barn for a while.
But oh gosh, I think I've been working on it pretty.
You've been pretty steady with for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I was going to say at least 3 months.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know, that's like a couple of hours a day.
Yeah.
Typically.
But you've really been at it the last month.
Yeah, the last month I've been hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah. Because you work on that a little bit, and then you go work on another project, get that project finished, and then sometimes if you had time, you'd go back to that. I've seen you do that.
Yeah. Oh. And then there's some things I want to touch up and fix that I'm not really crazy about. But then I wonder too, if I do thread painting on it, then maybe I can fix some of those spots that
You might could.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
You know more about
right.
it than I do.
You have 10 minutes.
All right, it's time to get everybody ready to go to Mona's. All right, everyone. The next live will be on Tuesday. It'll be my crochet live that I do with fellow crocheters. So that starts at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you crochet, or if you knit, or if you just want someplace to hang out, join us on Tuesday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget about that. Also tomorrow, for the show with my mandala, if it gets picked up tomorrow, because it didn't get picked up today, so I won't know until tomorrow morning. When you know, I will know. If everything goes the way it should, I will go live from the show to share with everybody the little show that's going on, and my mandala will be there. And so it's not going to be a long live or anything like that. I'll do just a few minutes. Jess is going to help moderate in case we have trolls, and because I can't see, because I'll be using my phone for the live. So that will be sometime starting around 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep an eye out between 7 a.m. Eastern and a little, just 30 to 40 minutes later, because I won't start it right at 7, because the show starts at 10, and there'll be a lot of people trying to get in to start with. And so I'll probably find me a strategic place to start with and film some of it, and then share it with you guys. So that's what's going on tomorrow. All right. So remember, everyone, to live, laugh, love, and dream. And what do you do with that? You make something beautiful, or you go do something for someone else so that they can have a smile on their face, because you never know, it might change their whole world. Terry, there's my mandala was invited to a local show here in this town. It's a knitting club, and my crochet pieces got invited, and the show starts at 10 a.m. at the community center, and I'm going to go live down there so you guys can have a little bit of, it's like a quilt show, only it's yarn. Is basically what it is. So that'll be tomorrow morning. Okay. I was going to say something else. What was I? Oh, Teresa, I shall see you over on Mona's.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for being with me tonight. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Always.
I had fun. It was great to meet John.
Yep.
And yeah. Yep. Seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. So thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you so much. All right, everyone. See you over on Mona's. As soon as I shut this live down, there will be a link that you can follow to get to Mona's. So just wait until I shut it down, and you'll see the comment at the bottom where it says follow over to Mona or something like that. It says something.
Something.
Hang on, let me end this live.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye, everyone. We are ended. Yep. It says, don't miss out. People are going to watch Simona.